there's a stigma to...
David Aldridge, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. And there's Iguodala. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in the point. And for New York, Green is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Robinson. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Dotson in at the two-guard spot. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or mid-season?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now here's Harkless after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And he jams it with authority.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one. Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Garcia against Dragic. Garcia passes to Robinson. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Outside Dragic. Launches it. That shot off the mark. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Brooklyn.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Passes it to Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Harkless. And it's Butler missing.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade. He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Dragic with it. He had 15 points last outing. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Garcia. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The big men like that running hard in transition should get rewarded, and Robinson able to do that there. Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brett, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Now here's Butler. He had 28 points in the win against Brooklyn. Here's Dotson. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Heat trail by 11. Now Iguodala. Outside Butler. And the shot is long.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Garcia, rejected by Dragic. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg and D. The Knicks leading by 15. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He scored 53 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Iguodala with the steal. Now, here's Nunn. Defense right on him. Misses from close range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Jones kicks to Dragic. Here's Adebayo. It doesn't go for him. Randall with some nice D. Here's Garcia, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Again, the miss by the Heat. The Knicks leading by 18 for the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Dragic against Garcia. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Nunn looking around. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. On defense, New York. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Adebayo.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test carding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Harkless is checked in for Knox. Up top, Dragic. He's defended by Randall. Dragic against Portis. No good from Dragic.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
To the paint. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Garcia passes to Randall. And here's the fast break. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Randall against Dragic. And Jones slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And here's Garcia. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Timeout called the Heat. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Bucket is good. Garcia's got 31.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
The Heat trail by 21. Now, here's Nunn. He had 13 points in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Jones. Back to Nunn. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Dragic with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Dragic has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Garcia passes to Portis. Pass to Ntilikina. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Knicks. Damian Dotson comes in for Ntilikina. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk comes in for Jones. Robinson is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Now here's Dragic, defended by Harkless. No good from Dragic. Here's Dotson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Dotson's got 5 now.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Bounce pass from Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Outside Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The Knicks leading by 23. And again, New York running the court in transition. But they get it back. Dotson kicks to Garcia. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Garcia's got 35 in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Gets the pass to Robinson. Olynyk up top. Crowder feeling it out a bit to stop the run. Rebound by Garcia.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. Outside Crowder over Harkless. And the shot's good from Crowder. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against New Orleans.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. Guys?
They usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Robinson with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style. Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? What timing on that alley-oop.
Here's Robinson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Garcia. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Harkless. Adebayo with the ball. Now Green defending. The pass to Nunn. Robinson for three. It's rebounded by New York. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Garcia.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
1:03 left here in the second. Heat shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Robinson finds none. Count that one. Nunn's got 9.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Payton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, some good things happening right now with Elfrid Payton being aggressive to find his way towards the rim. I like it when he attacks like this.
And both free throws good for Payton. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside, Robinson. Dishes to Crowder. Butler against Green, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Heat. Left side, Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Miami with the ball.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Mitchell Robinson out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Dotson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Nunn with it. Now defended by Garcia. And Adebayo throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game. Kendrick Nunn playing at Southside Chicago's Simeon High. That's the exact same high school that one Derrick Rose came from. He also played alongside Jabari Parker and won 4 state titles there.
And so it's New York with it. Here's Dotson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Andre Iguodala. And those 4 straight titles in Illinois record made it 7 total in Simeon's history.
That's unbelievable stuff, and that's probably why there's great reason why Kendrick Nunn's jersey hangs there in the rafters. Only 4 players have gotten that honor.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in, and they double up Butler. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And here are the Heat now. 4 on the clock. Crowder kicks to Butler. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Dotson. They grab their own miss. Garcia from down in the low post. It goes. Garcia's got 47 points. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Harkless with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre Iguodala. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Dragic the pass to Butler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dragic. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Smith checked in for the Knicks. Heat also with the sub. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Crowder. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Butler on the wing. Defended by Harkless. Just 5 to shoot. From the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Randall subbed in for Green. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Garcia against Iguodala. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
And he can't get the first one. And the Knicks making a change here. Knox is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Adebayo. Feeds it to Dragic. No good there. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling. The Heat shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Inside, here's Butler. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got his 5th assist in this one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Andre Iguodala. So he gets them both. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in.
And Kevin Knox's father played professional football when Kevin was growing up. That may be where he gets some of his toughness from.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Back to Butler. Got it. Good job in the low post. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Shooting from New York, Garcia. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Good on both. Now, Nunn. He's got 9. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And here's none. He's got 12. To the left side wing. Robinson for three. It's good from long range. Robinson's got 6 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his point today.
Smith against none. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Jones.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Miami. With some arc, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Payton, he's checked in for Smith.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now, here's none. 14 points for him. Yep, it counts. 16 points for him.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
Top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Garcia, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Jones finds none. Olynyk with it. He's defended by Randall. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. None against Payton. Now, here's none. He's covered closely. A floater. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
None against Payton. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to none. 5 on the clock. The shot. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
New York calls timeout.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or...
A whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. On the floor for Miami, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Crowder in at the small forward. Garcia goes in, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on 3-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Butler. Knox the pass to Garcia. At the elbow, Randall. Back to Garcia. And good! He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Knicks now. New York's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And Julius trying to find ways where he can be more effective as a playmaker.
And Miami shooting 40% from the field. Nunn passes to Silva. Hill with it. Pass to Okpala. No good on the 3. Now here's Ellington. Another bucket. Wow!
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Draymond Green, he's checked in for New York. Shot clock at 6. Leonard dishes to Hill. Shot to stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. When you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of to balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell me the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
The free throw drops for Green.
Draymond Green, a modern-day big, and of course we know the impact he has defensively, but for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep the defense honest.
Hill passes to Okpala. Now here's Nunn. Shoots over Garcia, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Nunn, and he banks in the layup. Nunn's got 20. When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
A free throw off from Garcia.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
And Hill has it in the corner. Pass to Okpala. Throws it up high. Here's Silva, guarded by Green. Hill, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 19-5 run here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Okpala, the pass to Nunn. Rebounded by Knox. And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Nunn against Garcia. Leonard the pass to Okpala. Now here's Nunn. Defense is right there. Can't hit from 12.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in, and that free throw good from Nunn. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 18 feet out. Ellington kicks to Garcia. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Doubled by Garcia. Leonard, the pass to Silva. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. .15 left to play in the final quarter. Akpala, the pass to Nunn. 4 on the shot clock. Over Garcia. Miami no good on that time either. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.